How to use a planner. If you're clicking on this video, you want to know how to use a planner, and I am here to help you. Hi, my name is Estella, and today we're talking about how you can use a planner. It doesn't have to be any type of specific planner. I'm going to show you some options that I do have with me, but I'm also going to show you what can potentially work for you and really have an impact on your life. Let's talk about the first reason why we need a planner. You need a planner because you need to organize your life. You need to find out when your important dates are, when you have appointments, birthdays, celebrations, anniversaries. These are all important things that we try to keep a track of. And sometimes you're thinking, I know somebody's birthday is coming up, but I don't know when. Or I forgot it was their anniversary. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that today we're celebrating this. And that often happens, and I used to be one of these people in my personal life where I planned for everything in my position, my career, but not my personal life. And I would always find that I didn't remember when there were important dates. So now that we know the why, let's talk about the how to plan. You don't need all the bells and whistles. You do not need all these beautiful sections. These are fun. These are great. They are personalizing your planner and they add to your planner. But when it comes to planning, a lot of people ask, well, what do I put in my planner? How do I plan in that? We need sections. Sections are the most important thing. So right now I have this planner belongs to, that's in case anything gets lost. The first thing I recommend having is a table of contents. This is from Fancy Plans Co. I have my sections here, the grind, Inspo AF, Moolah, Socialite, Girl Gang, and whatevs. And in each section, I have specifics here. So table of contents, yearly overview, goals, right? Parents information, my planner routine, my makeup list, daily routine, things like that, monthly bills, everything that is needed here. I can look at my table of contents and say, where is this section? And I can find it. The next thing that I have is a year overview. This is very important. When you use a year overview, the way you use it and how to use it is you are going to write all your important dates, personal dates, anniversaries, birthdays, family events, special occasions in this calendar. You're also going to take care of school events, school functions, and anything important in your life. This is where this is going to fit in, and you have a list that you can write down. You also have a to-do section and notes, and this is from cloth and paper, but this is how you use a yearly overview. You are going to write birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations, events, functions, when there's no school, and when there's something important going on in your life. You personalize it for yourself. So that is how you use that section. The next section is my goal section, and I have it here, and I put in an empty one because I don't want to share my personal one. This is from Fancy Plans Co. And it shares family and friends, career and business, spirituality, financial, health and fitness, life area, personal development, again, fun and hobbies, romance, self-care, and home. So you are going to write down 3 specific areas that you want to focus on in these specific sections, and then you're going to put in progress and then check off and done. Do you need a goal section? No, but how you use this goal section is just the way I explained. You're going to look into personal development, and let's say one of the things I want to do is listen to more self-development podcasts, read books on social media marketing. 3, spend 10 minutes each day meditating. So things that I can do for myself to personally develop, and then I'll put in progress or done. So this section here is the inbox. How do you use an inbox section? And this is under Socialite here. So basically an inbox section is when you are planning, you are going to write down what is important, right? So if I need to write down something here that's very, very important, I'm going to go ahead and take my pen and I need to write down specific things that are personal to me. So I need to create reels and social media posts for the week. So the way this works is that you are writing down the most important things that need to get done right away or within the day or within that week, and you are going to place it in your inbox section. You determine what you want to use as the inbox note. I am using sticky notes. This is from Cloth and Paper. I'm going to take that and you're going to see exactly where I put it. So for right now, it's going to go right here. But basically, you are using a sticky note, or you can use an inbox sheet. And I'm going to show you one in action. This is all for tasks, projects, events, to-dos, ideas. And I love this inbox section. This is from Fancy Plans. And I love that I can write down whatever I need to write down, and I can put now, later, waiting on, someday, project, and done. So how do you use the inbox section? You write down everything that's important and you categorize it. It's either now, later, you're waiting on it, someday, or if it's really, really important and you need to see it front and center, you are going to just take a sticky note and you're going to write down that detail and you're going to place it in the section that it belongs. And I will show you how to do that in a second. So an inbox is where you write down what's important and you delegate where it belongs. The next section is my routine section. This tells me what I need to do daily, weekly, and monthly. This is from Fancy Plans Co. again, and it gives you a good idea. Make a to-do list, decide on priorities, structure your day, write in tasks and appointments, focus on one task at a time. So things like that. You can read this. You could also obtain it by going to Fancy Plans Co. I'm not an affiliate. I don't have a link. It's just that this is very functional, and for me, I like using inserts that are functional. What are inserts, by the way? These are inserts. They're inserts or sheets of paper that go in your planner that are specific for you. Here are my daily routines. How to use a daily routine? You basically write down what you do on a daily basis. So I have morning here, afternoon, evenings, Sunday, work, self-care, cleaning, and fitness. Then I have planning, social media, after school, enrichment, bedtime, family time, home, faith. Do you need a planning routine in your section? No. This is just something that you can utilize in order to get you started with how you plan and how you use the planning system in your life, or what you do daily or weekly or just after school or work. The list, a list section. How you use a list section in the planner is basically you're going to write a list of various things. This is a list of makeup that I purchased this year. They all have expiration dates. So what I do is write down what I purchased. Then I'm going to write down the expiration date. And I do this with all the products. So I know what I have on my skin. I know what I have on my face. I'm in my 40s. So I need to make sure I'm taking very good care of my skin. And for me, this is how I make sure everything is up to date. And then whenever I reach a specific date, I know I have to purchase a new one. And I also write down the shade name or the color because it helps me buy what I need again. And I don't have to waste money buying the wrong thing and then realizing it's not the right one. Main thing that you need to have in your planner, besides the yearly overview and besides your inbox, is your monthly, weekly, and daily section. So how do we use this section? This is going to give you a yearly overview of the entire year. I like to use this to track my cycle specifically. And I also like to use this because I could flip back and say, what date does August 31st land? Oh, it's on a Thursday. What date does August, 10th land? It's on a Thursday as well. So you get the point. If I want to look up a specific date, I can see it. And this is from Cloth and Paper. This is also from Cloth and Paper. It gives me a list of the holidays and it tells me basically what holidays are getting celebrated. I know everyone celebrates different holidays. Some people don't celebrate certain holidays. You do what you got to do for yourself. I know there are some that I observe and there are others that are just part of the calendar. And we are going to go to the current section. So how do you use a monthly? Basically, you're going to want to track what you want to track every day. So if you are someone who loves utilizing a tracker and you're tracking sleep or mood or expenses or anything like that, this is where you would put this in. This is from Fancy Plans Co. And then what you do with a monthly is you don't have to get an insert that looks like this. You can get an insert that just shows the month on a calendar page, and that's completely fine as well. There's different options and I will show you. But for this specific insert, I write down my goals, I write down my bills, and then I have to put in all the important appointments. So this is going to tell me a payday. It's going to tell me anything specific for work, birthdays that are coming up, any payments that are coming up, any appointments are written down in the important dates section, any notes are written down here. So you want to make sure that you are looking at your monthly and you are placing all the important dates that you get from your yearly overview, all your appointments, all your anniversaries, all your celebrations, any important events or functions you are going to place in your monthly. Then you're going to take that information and you are going to write it in your weekly. You're going to break this down weekly. So this is the first week. This is the second week. I broke this down weekly. And then I also have a checkbox here for social media tasks. So anything that I need to do for social media, I like to look at it here because I do have a social media section on my planner. But I also like to look at it because then it reminds me what I need to do in case I'm in this section and then I'm on the computer at the same time for work or doing anything for myself. And this is where I write down the weekly. Then we have the following week. Again, looking at my calendar, I had a birthday here, I had an important appointment here, and it follows birthday, then the important appointment, things that happen here, my son's school calendar, and then there's everything else happening for my son. Now, this half insert is from Fancy Plans Co. I basically take the month here and I will highlight any important dates that my son has to miss for school regarding appointments, any therapy, or anything important for school. I will also write down here. So if they have a half a day, a full day, if there's no school, this all goes here. And I love this. This is a entire insert, but I do fold it because I just like having it folded, and if I need anything else, I will write it here and then flip it over. So that is how you use your monthly and weekly sections. You're going to want to take down your bigger tasks from the month and break it down and basically write down whatever you need to do on these weeklies and break it down day by day by day. Not everyone meal plans, but the way you use a meal planner is basically you are going to write down what you want to eat for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, the 7 days of the week. You're going to write down your menu. So if I want to have tacos on Tuesday, pasta on Monday, Wednesday, I want to have, you know, chicken soup. Thursday, I want to have a salad. Friday, I want to have chili. Saturday, I want to have seafood and mashed potatoes and asparagus. You get the point. I write down my meals here, and then I'm going to write down everything that's needed. And then I take this list and basically put it on a half sheet and take it to the supermarket, which is this right here. This is from Cloth and Paper, which I love. I love this style of planning. Fancy Plans Co. has one as well, but I just prefer the boxy look. And then the shopping list, which I absolutely do love, is from Fancy Plans Co. And you see how it coincides? This is why I like it, because these two actually really go well together. So if you are someone who doesn't meal plan and you want a meal plan, you can use planning to meal plan. The next section is my social media section. How do you use a calendar and how do you use specific inserts for social media planning? How to plan for that. So the way I plan for social media is basically I take down the month. I'm going to write down all my ideas for the month. I'm going to write down the video titles that are researched, okay, because I do the research a month ahead of time. And then I will break this down and write down video topics in each day. And sometimes I get to all these videos. Sometimes I have to move the videos around. You get the point. And then here I have it color coded. So YouTube video, Reels and Posts, Shorts. Shorts are Reels versions or TikTok versions of YouTube videos. So that's that, okay? And I have important dates here. Some of them I use, some of them I completely forgot because I was really just having a good time for my birthday. And that's that. And then here goes the week. So this was the week before, right? I have everything broken down. I have a calendar here keeping track of when I post. So this says reel, YouTube video, P for post. So R is reel, P is for post, YT is for YouTube. So you can see that I'm tracking this every single day. And then sometimes, yes, I do fall off the wagon, but I will check my Instagram or YouTube and check when I post it and then go back and check this, which is really, really important. And I find this being very, very functional for me. I could see everything broken down. And then this is this week, right? So now I am putting down my reminder here. So I have this all filled. So what I do is literally will take this memo and I'm going to stick this memo right here because this is where I want to stick it. Remember how I told you that this came from the inbox? So this right here is my inbox section of what I need to accomplish this week. So even if I wanted to take this here and put it here, right? I could do that. But because I'm still tracking this week, I'm just going to put it here. Why not? So I'm going to take this sticky note, put the sticky note here. And then what I am going to do is plan my week. So basically I take this monthly overview, I research first, write down the video topics, ideas, and reels and shorts I want to film or create in the monthly overview. Then I'm going to take the important dates here and also plug them in. So I break it down week by week. So again, taking the big picture, breaking it down day by day. And then I break it down even more because I have these page flags that say productivity. So I'm going to see if you guys can see that. This says productivity. This says planning tips. This says self-care. Okay. And this says content and social media. This is based off my pillars because I'm trying to be more thoughtful into what content I share on my channel and how it really will help my audience. And I really like the fact that I can create content and I'm using these page flags to say, am I reaching all my content pillars? It's basically like a checklist. So this is what I posted Monday, tracking your habits, right? And then I did a Moleskine reel because the Moleskine reel was sharing my tracker. So let me see if I have it here. This is my tracker for my Moleskine. I basically take the information in a tiny little, and it's not really tiny. This is a perfect size. There's something about holding this planner that's just so satisfying. So I put down my content here through each day. So I look at my monthly, break it down weekly. So today is a day that I'm filming, right? It says film, edit. This is Saturday. And then here goes my video, how to use a planner, which is the video I'm filming right now. And you can see that I am using this efficiently. So I basically take down what I need to do each day from my monthly overview section and break it down day by day and place that information right in here. And that's how you plan using a month on one page. And that's how you plan for social media content. The next way to plan is you could track your social media stats. So I am tracking my social stats through this tracker, and this is from Fancy Plans Co. I have January, February, March. And this is probably going to go on from 2023 to God knows when, because I'm going to use this throughout the year, or maybe I'll bring it into next year. I don't know yet, but I'm just keeping a monthly track. If I want to see like a big dramatic change, maybe I'll track it every week and see how I'm growing every week. That might be an option too, and I was thinking about that. So we'll see going further. You can also use a list, which we've seen the list again. I used it for makeup, but you can also use a list to track content ideas. So this is all in social media planning, right? How you plan for social media. So basically, you're going to take your content list here, okay, and you're going to write down content ideas. So I have it broken down to reel, story, post, carousel, video, done, right? So these are all the ideas that I have for content. And then I will put down I for idea. Then these are all ideas that I have for UGC content, the types of UGC content, and then I'm using a notes page to write down UGC hooks. And that is how I plan for social media. You can also plan financially, okay? So you're going to see that this is very, very familiar. I use this for social media planning. And then I also used it for expenses. I am using the same insert. This insert is from Cloth and Paper. It's the monthly admin. It's basically a month on one page. It's undated. You date it. And you write down specific tasks, important dates, or anything for next month. So the way I'm using it for tracking expenses and finances is basically what bills are coming out, okay, during the month. And then I write down my bills here. Once I pay them, I should write a line across. Yes, I know I'm behind on that one, but it happens. And then I will go ahead and cross it off once that bill is paid. So I get a monthly overview of when my bills are due and when I need to pay them. Then what I am doing is tracking all my expenses, okay? So these right here are expenses that I have and things that I use for just my area, right? So these are all things that I have. So I have all my expenses here. This spending tracker is from Fancy Plans Co. I love this spending tracker because it's front and back and it gives me enough room to view my expenses, okay? So this is what a monthly budget looks like right here, okay? Everything's paid off, okay? And then this is what a spending tracker looks like. This is from Fancy Plans Co. And the monthly overview is from Cloth and Paper or monthly admin. So that's how you plan for finances and expenses. And the last thing I want to share, is my subscription tracker. So this is basically anything that you have on subscription. So book of the month, anything that you are paying, maybe using Afterpay, that's technically a subscription, but for like 4 payments. So you can do whatever you want. You could track your Afterpay expenses, your Klarna payments, or your monthly expenses. So if you have book of the month, you have anything that's coming out monthly from these monthly subscription boxes, like Fancy Plans Co. I believe has a subscription box. Cloth and Paper has one, definitely. So these are a way of tracking your subscriptions. The last thing in how to plan is daily planning. Not everyone uses daily planning. Not everyone likes daily planning. What is daily planning? Basically, you are writing down what you need to accomplish for the day and breaking it down by task, emails, calls, meetings, notes, and anything for tomorrow is the way to go for me. This insert is from Fancy Plans. I love this insert. It gives me everything I need because I think it's really important to break things down into specific tasks. I have a main goal for the day. I have my date, and then I could break this down by what I need to do. Now, if you are someone who does not like daily planning, and I'm going to go to a page here that I have. Let's see. Do I have anything here? Okay, so I could use this one. So for example, here is my Moleskine. This is taking over like planning social media and the planning internet. This little planner right here literally fits in my purse. I take it everywhere. I love it. I mean, it's even kind of taken the place of my Hobonichi Weeks. Even though I love using my Hobonichi Weeks anyway, I changed the cover a little bit. She's looking good. But the reason I love this is because I draw a line here. I put my main focus for the day here. And then I will write down every single thing I need to accomplish for that day. Now, if this is working for you or this is something that looks like it can work for you, use it. And what I love is that I can literally scribble down anything I want. So like if I went to the store, spent $25, I'll write it in. If I need to go put in a load of laundry, write it in. Gave my mom and dad medication, write it in. Anything you need to write. So if there's any specific task you need to take care of during the day or the week, you can write it an ongoing task list. If you want to do tracking, right? And I'm going to try to go to one where it has a tracker. If you want to keep track of your trackers, this is a way to do it. This is my expense tracker here. This is my tracking system for emails, meds, skincare, journal plan. This is everything that I need. So something like this can actually work for you. And the way you use this is, and this is very, very simple. This is basically monthly planning. Okay, so I can break down all my appointments, everything that I need to happen in my life. In the monthly calendar, I will write down all the dates. Again, monthly overview, important dates, important times, important events, celebrations, anniversaries, birthdays, family functions, school events, school functions. You write it all down here when your child has no school, right? Then you go into your weekly, and I personalize this by gluing inserts in there. And my inserts are from Peanuts Planner Co. and Simple Trendy Co. because I know I will get asked. Certain sections I did not keep up with, and that's fine with me. That's completely fine. And then it'll go into your weekly section. And this is where I basically write down what happens throughout the week. It doesn't have to be as difficult as what anybody else makes it. The main thing that you need to plan in your life and how to plan is a monthly section for your important dates, events, functions, your weekly section to break down what you need to do each specific week. Okay, you write down what is going on that specific day, and you use your monthly overview, your month, okay, to plan in advance. So you go back to that monthly section. Right here goes the overview here. You go back to your monthly section and you look at how and what is going on, and then you write it down in your weekly section. Your daily section breaks it down even further from the week, and it just breaks down that specific week into days, and then you write down everything you need to do. So that is basically how you plan using different sections of your planner. I hope this was helpful in determining how to plan and using specific inserts. If I was anyone who is just starting out planning, what you need is a monthly, a weekly, somewhere where you can write down important things that happen. So an inbox or a list section. And you definitely need some dailies in case you have a busy day. If you are someone who relies on pen and paper, getting a simple notebook like this is a Moleskine, a pocket Moleskine, soft cover. It breaks it down using monthlies, okay, a yearly overview and a weekly. And I have a video that I will link talking about this pocket Moleskine. And then you write down what happens during each day for the week, and then you write down a list. So I hope this was helpful. I know it was a lot of information, but I am so glad that you were able to watch it. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until the next video, bye.